Hey friends, happy new year. Wow, I cannot believe we are here at the end of this year. I have said this publicly. I've said this to my partners in my letter to them this month, but 2024 was the worst year of my life. It was the worst year of my life. I'm 56 years old. I've had some tough years or tough times through the year, but not ever had a year where just the whole year was bad. That was this year. And I am so excited that today is New Year's Eve. I had this thought like going off in my spirit the last couple of weeks, and it was don't take it with you. Meaning don't take what happened this year into the new year. And I've been wanting to do a faith talks on it, but I wasn't ready because I kept holding on to it. And what I'm talking about holding on to it are things that happened to me this year. Not only the passing of my dad, April 15th, but it was just the snowball of things that started happening, one thing after another. I have been hurt by several people. I mean, hurt, bad hurt. I've had a lot of rejection things that happened to me this year. And just some wounds, I mean, some pain that happened, and it'd come up in my mind. It'd come up in my mind all the time. And 2 weeks ago or less than a week ago, I don't remember, we were driving to Alabama to see my granddaughter. And I was thinking I would do this faith talks about this, don't take it with you, on the road trip. I couldn't. I wasn't ready because I was still holding on to those things. I would hear this one person said to me, sorry. Sorry. This one person said to me, I would hear it over and over in my mind, and I kept taking it with me. And I just wasn't ready to let go. But today I woke up and it really wasn't even, I didn't even realize like the date, the last day of the year. It wasn't on purpose. But I woke up today going, okay, I'm ready. I'm ready to not take this with me. And it just so happens that it's New Year's Eve. So maybe this applies to you too. I'm praying that it does, that maybe, I pray you didn't have a year like I did, but if there's something that happened to you this year and you just keep taking it with you and thinking about it, well, let's end that today and not take it with us. Let's not take it into 2025. And I made a list. I made a list of everything that was done to me, that hurt, that someone did to me. It's 11 things on here that I could remember. I'm sure there were more, but I just thought of one. Let me write that one down. So 12 things. There we go. Got it down. So I wrote my 12 things. I'm not going to share them with you, but I'm going to rip this list up. And I'm not taking this list. I'm not going to set it around. I'm not going to put it in a binder and look over it. I'm going to rip this up after I'm done talking to you today, and I'm not taking this with me. I refuse to take the pain of what that person said to me, what that person did to me, what happened to me. I'm not going to take it with me anymore. And today is my day to let it go. And I'm just passing this on to you that maybe you're in the same place. Something was really done wrong to you this year. Or, you lost a job, or something tragic happened in your life. Don't take it with you. Here's my scripture. I've preached this scripture. When I'm talking about the past and not living in the past, I use this scripture all the time. But I'm using it today. Isaiah 43, 18, 19 in the Message. It says, forget about what's happened. Don't keep going over old history. It says, be alert, be present. I'm about to do something brand new. Then it says, it's bursting out. Don't you see it? You see it with the eye of faith. Don't you see it? There it is. So you and I need to look into 2025 and it says forget about what happened. Don't keep going over old history. That's in your thoughts, in your memories. And another scripture that I use all the time that I've let slip is 2 Corinthians 10:5. I preach it all the time. It's taking captive every thought and making it obey Christ. So when those thoughts come of what they did or what happened or how bad it was, you and I are going to have to take those thoughts captive. Make them obey Christ. I've been saying to myself the last few days when the memory wants to come up of there's this one person, they said something to me this year. It was so ugly, so hateful, so mean. And just the thought of it'll flash through my mind. And the last few days, rather than thinking about it and like getting myself more worked up or more upset or how unfair or that's so disrespectful, instead of it, I'm like, nope, don't think about it. I don't think about it. So we're going to have to take those thoughts captive, make them obey Christ. Forget about what's happened. Don't go over old history and don't take it with you. I'm not taking this list with me. I'm not taking those 12 things that happened to me this year. I'm not taking it with me. It's over. It's gone. Let's go into the new year. I hope you receive that and you do the same. Don't take it with you. So I wanted to add that this morning, Carl and I were laying in bed and I was sharing this with him, that I don't want to take this with me into 2025. In fact, I made us recall and remember anything good that happened to us in 2024. I said, let's think of something good that did happen to us. So it took him a while. I thought of a few things that I was grateful for and thankful for. But as I was sitting there talking to him, I said, will you look up this word? It just came up in me, recoup. I know what it means, but I was like, just look it up. So of course it means to compensate, to recover, all of those things. But the one that stood out to me, and this is my word, and it just, again, passes on to you. It says to get better or bounce back after a loss. That's you and me, friend. We're going to get better and we're going to bounce back after this loss. I'm believing and praying for that for you and for me for 2025. I love you. Happy New Year.